Greetings to everyone. My name is Alvin Jose and I have been working in data analyst field for more than 4.5 years. In this presentation, I will be talking about supply chain analytics. Speaking about company Sankhyana, Sankhyana is a Sanskrit word which means the process of calculating by assigning numbers to something. We see business scenarios as numbers and analyze them. With this analysis, we get meaningful insight which helps to take data-driven decisions and make ourselves one step ahead of everyone. Starting from 2014, Sankhyana has handled plenty of projects in multiple domains like telecom, retails, banking, healthcare, and so on. Generally, supply chain analytics contains many matrices. Now I'll be speaking about two of those matrices which Sankhyanna also uses. We have order management and fulfillment matrices and also inventory matrices. In order matrices, we check these numerous matrices shown in these slides. These will help in understanding the order management is going well or not. We'll be able to understand the cost incurred in it. Also, how much discount is given to it. We will check whether the goods are picked up properly or not. That the movement of goods from one department to other is proper. Whether there are any bottlenecks due to any reason. The other matrices is inventory matrices. Here we look into inventory quality, inspection rate, etc. to see whether the goods are being inspected and how many errors do we find out in the products. Now before getting in depth, let's understand about the key drivers of supply chain performance. There are six of them. The first one is pricing. It does plays an important role. I can see the example of Ford EcoSport being launched in the Indian market. First, they had done the marketing and covered huge market by attracting the customers and priced them at the range of 3 to 5. But then, when the cars were launched in the market, the pricing range changed. It went to 4 to 7 lakhs. And because of that, plenty of customers had withdrawn themselves to buy the product. Then we have the sourcing, that is from where the goods are bought and has to be the good quality product. Say for simple example, if Ellen Solly is not focusing on raw material being bought, then the shirts will be sold can easily tear or it can discolor and it can bring a huge impact. So the source should be properly checked always. Then we have the information, that is what we are going to show to the public about the product and the design of the product. We'll check the information which is being labeled on the products has been a bad effect or not. The information does not only comes from the part of the product or the market, but also the information can be collected from our own employees too. Best example I can speak is about the Colgate, where one of the employees gave an idea about the increasing the size of outlet hole, which can increase the toothpaste consumption. So not only market can give information, but also the employees too. Then we have facilities which we have to consider about. We have checked that there are proper facilities of storing the finished goods and the semi-finished goods. We also have to check the assembly line has enough space to move the goods from one place to another and the facilities provided to the employees too. The inventories, whether they are able to hold up the perishable goods for long enough. Not only perishable goods, even the non-perishable goods too, whether there are any erosions or bug eating up the goods. And the last one, logistics. How much time does it takes to reach the dealers? Is the transportation making more defective goods or the cost involved in transportation is more? We have to check all those. Now to understand the potential benefits of the supply chain analytics, we can make predictive modelings with the historical enterprise data. We will be able to identify the inefficiency of the capture and the greater cost savings. We will be able to make significant investment and decision without the help of risk modeling. We will be also able to link the supply chain models Two, the customer and the pricing analytics. Before getting in depth about how Sankhyana will help, let's understand the model which they are referring to do their analysis. Now let's understand the analytics defined by Tom Devenport. He has defined analytics on the basis of degree of intelligence. As it increases, we tend to ask different questions. Now, before or in olden times, we used to focus on standard reports or ad hoc reports. We used to check what has happened and how many times it has been happening. Then we used to ask questions to ourselves or query ourselves what is the exact problem. And based on the alerts, we used to act or take actions which is required to solve at that time. But Tom thought one step ahead and started asking questions with data driven, doing statistical analysis and understand why it is happening, trying out different solutions and see whether it will work or not, using predictive modelings and see what will happen next, and optimizing to check what is the best which can happen. Now, this is how predictive modeling is transforming logistic and supply chain. It helps in better supply chain visibility. It helps various other domains like forecasting and transportation management system, etc. It helps in identifying unconditional, unexpected condition which might arise in the future. We will be able to predict the maintenance of the machine when it is required. Now, this is how Sankhyana helps to identify the drawbacks by using Devenport theory. We look into the information and insights to get a better understanding of the data and forecast the future. We check the reporting and see what had happened. We do product quality check, delivery performance check, asset utilization check, and etc. Then we do what will happen next with the help of demand forecasting. We will look into how and why did it happen. That is where we will control model processing control, will be using bottleneck analysis and so on. We will be then optimizing what is the best that can happen with the help of yield management, product mix, scheduling, optimizing, and so on. Here, these are some of the solutions which are shown. That is, we look into the information and we look into the insight to predict the future, to report, to model, and to optimize. Now, thank you for your time taking to listen to me. I hope you have a good perspective and brainstorming future for the different decisions to be made in the future and have a good rest of the day. Thank you.